up, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram? How's it going, guys? Jason Brennick here with Piscifun Fishing. I have a brand new product here that I want to introduce to you, talk to you a little bit about it. I'm actually getting ready to go do a little bit of backpacking. There's some ponds back in the woods that I'm going to go try to tackle and see if I can catch some fish. First things first, it is pretty bright out here right now. So you see here in the front, got my nice hard case for my sunglasses. So go ahead and pull my my coasters out of there. So you got a nice little sunglass case right in the top there. Next thing, obviously, summertime, it's getting a little warm. So we got our hydration here. You can see here on the side, you've got a nice little drawstring that'll tighten and loosen. That way you're not losing your water bottle as you're going out through the woods. So we'll go ahead and cinch that back up. It doesn't look like rain today. It might, but for demonstration, I wanted to at least show you guys what this thing can hold. So I'm going to start here from the top and then just kind of work our way down and we'll talk through it. Before we even dive into compartments, first let's talk a little bit about the outside. So first things first, the thing is stitched and put together like a tank. I've had a lot of backpacks, tackle packs. I started as a co-angler fishing the FLW. I had a lot of them break. The zippers fall apart, the stitching fall apart. I mean, just all kinds of stuff, you name it. So as I'm looking at this and I'm kind of playing with this pack, you can just tell that it's extremely well put together. So that's definitely something to consider when you're purchasing a backpack that's going to take some abuse. Beyond that, another level for me, or another thing to consider, is going to be your comfort level. So if I'm walking back for 2 or 3 miles, at what point is the backpack going to start chafing on my back or going to start causing discomfort along my shoulders? So one of the nice things on this pack here that you can see is you've got padding. So this padding contours nicely to your back, and you can see it on both sides here. That way you're going to have some cushion as it sits there on your kidneys. And then also you got padding here in the straps, which is really nice. And then as well on the straps, if you go ahead and you put the pack on, you'll see that I can go ahead and I can take my straps here, buckle it across the chest, and I can cinch it down, tighten it up. And what that does is it keeps the weight of the pack up on your back, and it's a much more comfortable fit. So definitely a big up for the feature. All right, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. What can we fit into this backpack? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with the top compartment here. Get bit tube inserts in there, and then in the top here, pull out and show you. You know, I've got a full gill suit jacket, 5x3 in there, just in case, you know, for some reason it rains. I've got my gear with me. Go ahead and set that down. I'll shut that back up. Now, a neat thing here is you'll see right now, I'll show you that, and we'll get to it more later, but there's a little foam insert in here that I can actually divide and open up if I want to get some different boxes in. So we'll show you that in just a little bit. So as we work our way through here, a lot of convenient little areas where we can store stuff. You see there's a lot of pockets, a lot of different little areas where we can put our equipment. So we'll start here in the front. You'll see here, we've got a nice convenient pocket that folds out. It's even got a couple of slot pockets here, maybe to keep some hooks in, or even some weights. I've got a spare spool of line that I'm going to keep in the front here, just in case I need it in the woods. Braid. Not only is it helpful for your fishing line, but if you get a hook stuck in you, it's nice to be able to remove the hook. Braid can be useful in a lot of things, especially when you're out in the woods. So, moving down here, we've got our main tackle section. So if we open this up here, that's going to flop down for us. And what we've got here is a nice little strap that's Velcro, and it's going to hold all these boxes in here for you. Now, there's a couple different ways to configure this bag. So this is the way that the bag comes. It's conventional. It gives you storage up in the top section of the bag, and then it also gives you some tackle storage down in the bottom section. Now, as I mentioned before, you can go ahead and you can change that configuration. So the boxes that come with it, you can order it with or without the boxes. These boxes have long slots. They have drain holes. I've just got some get bit tubes in this one. But you can see on the other side here, if I take that, open that, it's actually a double-sided box. So there's still a lot of room, you know, on this side for other things. So you have these boxes here. And as I take these out, I've got my top water box, so you can kind of see the relative size of what's in there. Top water box. Definitely plan to do some frogging, so I've got an array of different frogs in that box. Again, double-sided. Ton of storage for what you can fit in a little bag. And then my last box here, I've got my Bravarni swim jigs. I love these for springtime, so definitely got to keep those with me. Now, you got this nice open section in here, right? So what you can do, and I kind of mentioned it earlier, is you can reconfigure this bag. So you can actually take, there's a flap in here that you can take and you can adjust by pulling it down. And what this now offers you is the ability to use a vertical box or several vertical boxes. As a co-angler fishing FLW BFLs or BASS, you now have the ability to go ahead and open your top section here, and you'll see that you can put it all the way down. So it actually comes all the way through. So different configurations, really convenient, really cool. You can get different size boxes in it, which I definitely like. So, and next we've got a couple of little convenient pockets up top here. So you can see that this pocket's actually got a zipper up in this section. There, got some Get Bit Hyper Tails in here. And then in the netting on the side, it's kind of like a rubber coated netting here. I've just got some jigs in here. So, you know, I got 4 or 5 jigs in there. So that's very nice, convenient. And then on the other side here, what you have is a little bit of a bigger pocket. So this is kind of nice because it actually gives you a little bit of a divider in there. So you can see there's actually a net pocket. I've got some different baits in here, and then it's got a divider in there. So you can actually probably, realistically, you could probably get about 10 packages of soft plastics in here with room to spare. Now if you flip to the other side, you got the same situation. You've actually got, you know, the same type of deal. Open that up, and again, you know, I've got some dual V-tail sheds in here. I've got a couple of bags of Get Bit plastics in here. I've got some hooks in the extra netting slot. So I mean, there's just tons and tons of room for, I mean, it's crazy what you can get in this pack. So if you're a co-angler or someone who backpacks or anything, you know, when you are going in someone else's boat, you want to be respectful and you want to make sure that you're not taking up all the space. This is definitely a bag where you can really get everything into, you know, and not end up taking too much space in that person. So before I wrap up here, there's one more really cool feature that I really like about this bag, and to be honest, if I didn't look, I would have never known it was there. It's very inconspicuous, but you know, you got your rain gear for you, but then what happens to your gear when everything starts to come down and all the rain's coming down and it's getting wet? So there's this cool little feature, and I want to show you guys. So down in the bottom here, you go in, and there's this awesome little bag poncho. So this thing will pop out, and it'll allow you to flip it around the front here, and I'll kind of show you how this works. We'll flip it around the front here, and we'll extend this poncho up to the top of the bag. All right, and then what we can do is we go to the bottom of our bag, and we extend the corners out over the bottom of the bag. And then there, in all of about, you know, 15 seconds, I was able to waterproof my bag. I would highly recommend going out. This is actually exclusively sold on Amazon by Piscifun. So go out on Amazon, check it out. So we'll go ahead, we're gonna get packed up, and we're gonna go do some fishing. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot us a message, and we'll be more than happy to answer everything that you might have. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more great products from Piscifun and tips and tricks as well. Thank you. What is up, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram? How's it going, guys? Jason Brennick here with Piscifun Fishing. I have a brand new product here that I want to introduce to you, talk to you a little bit about it. I'm actually getting ready to go do a little bit of backpacking. There's some ponds back in the woods that I'm going to go try to tackle and see if I can catch some fish. First things first, it is pretty bright out here right now. So you can see here in the front, got my nice hard case for my sunglasses. So go ahead and pull my my coasters out of there. So you got a nice little sunglass case right in the top there. Next thing, obviously, summertime, it's getting a little warm. So we got our hydration here. You can see here on the side, you've got a nice little drawstring